Hey everyone, Andy again. Real quick fun fact for you. I just thinking of this the other day. I thought it'd be cool to share. With regards to tickers, when you buy a stock or an ETF or a mutual fund, there's a ticker. It's anywhere from 1 to 5 digits, letters. And stocks, as you know, go like AT&T is ticker T, for example. Apple is AAPL. Microsoft MSFT. Generally speaking, stocks and exchange traded funds and listed or exchange traded closed end funds have anywhere from 1 to 4 digits in their tickers. Historically, I don't know if this is still the case, but historically, stocks that traded on the NASDAQ system had 4 tickers. That was general, or in the past at least, was mainly tech companies. So think about like a lot of the big name tech companies now that started in the 90s or so with the tech boom. They all have 4 tickers: Amazon, AMZN, Apple, AAPL, Microsoft, which earlier than the 90s, I believe, but MSFT, Google, GOOG. Just because they're big doesn't mean they can't be or couldn't be on the NASDAQ at the time. So anyway, those have 4 tickers. Things on the New York Stock Exchange is usually 1 to 3. Those have 4 digits. Things on New York Stock Exchange are generally 1 to 3. Now, I don't know if the rules have changed. If you can't have anything less than 4 digits in your ticker if you're on the NASDAQ, or if you can't have more than 3 if you're on the New York Stock Exchange. I believe those are true, but don't quote me. But the point of this was mutual funds. I wanted to touch on. Just a quick and easy way to tell if a ticker is a mutual fund. It'll be 5 digits, and it'll have an X at the end. I don't know if there's any exceptions. Maybe there's some weird one-off exceptions. But generally speaking, everything I've seen, mutual funds have 5 digits and an X at the end of it. So that'll be the 5th digit. So that's how you can tell right off the bat if it's a mutual fund, or if it's a stock, it'll be less than 5 digits. It'll be 1 to 4, or an ETF or a closed-end fund. Quick other fun fact: a money market mutual fund will have 2 X's at the end, so it'll be 3 digits and then XX to denote it as a money market mutual fund. Where a money market mutual fund is basically a cash equivalent vehicle. It's called. It's not intended to ever lose principal. It's hypothetically possible, but exceptionally rare. One actually did. It called broke the buck in around the 08-09 financial crisis. But generally, money market mutual funds shouldn't lose you any principal. They'll just pay you some interest. That's what those are. Again, 5 digits with 2 X's as the last 2. And just quick other random sort of fact: if you were to buy international stocks, depending what country they're in and what exchange they trade on, they may not use letters. They may use numbers. So Japan, for example, stocks that are listed in Tokyo or other exchanges in Japan will be denoted by the tickers will be numbers with a dot and then some letters at the end of it. So I believe if something trades on the Tokyo exchange, it'll be like, I forget how many digits, but let's just say 1 2 3 4 .t is what the ticker will be for, I don't know, Honda or Toyota or any other Japanese company. And I believe most, if not all, other Asian countries do the same thing. It's like numbers, dot, and then some letter or letters to denote the exchange it's on. Let's take it one step further. The tickers are local or unique to the exchange they trade on. So like in the US, again, I use the example ticker T for AT&T that trades on New York Stock Exchange. Not to say that ticker doesn't have relevance or meaning elsewhere in the world. If someone in another country were to buy that stock, they'd have to buy it through the US Stock Exchange, or maybe it's listed locally in foreign exchanges. But there's point is, tickers are kind of unique to the exchange that the stock trades on. There's something called a CUSIP also, which is a 9-digit number for stocks. It's generally, if not always, all numbers. For bonds, it'll be, I believe, 7 numbers and 2 letters. Those are for U.S. registered securities. They'll have their own unique 9-digit, what's called CUSIP, C-U-S-I-P. But internationally, there's something called ISIN, I-S-I-N, that it's even longer than 9 digits. Every security, I believe in all markets, all countries, assuming they're registered, will have an ISIN number. I forget how many digits there are, but we'll have an ISIN. So regardless which country you're in, regardless which custodian you're talking about, they can denote a given security by its ISIN, regardless where in the world it changes or it's traded. So that's all. This one I thought was kind of random, but a quick little fun fact. So mutual funds, again, in the US, 5-digit tickers. The 5th digit will be X. Money market mutual funds, also 5-digit tickers. The 4th and 5th digits will be X. And then stocks, exchange traded funds, closed-end funds will be 1 to 4 tickers. 1 to 4 digits in their ticker. To throw a wrinkle in, I think some may have a 5th digit appended on. I forget the specifics, but like NASDAQ, for example, I think if the stock is like bankrupt or something else, it could be its normal, let's say 4-digit ticker with like an extra number or extra letter at the end that denotes whatever, like this stock is bankrupt or something along those lines. I forget, I'm just making that up. So it is possible, I think, to have a stock with 5-digit ticker, but that 5th digit in that case, I don't think is a permanent thing. That's all. Hope you enjoyed this. Take care.